Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm going to be teaching and chatting in this video a bit about what I'm going to label it something like what to do if you have a breakdown or cry during invocation, a thank you invocation, or casting a spell. Okay. So again, for almost everything we can touch on the subjects I touch on, there are lots of methods from occult techniques, spiritual techniques, self energy, interacting with entity, for all of, and that's what I teach about, right? So if you are interested to learn more, or if you need a specific one-on-one consultation where you're trying to chat about the situation you find yourself in, the help you need, but you actually need that one-on-one guidance, or you need a healing session, a shadow work session, or you just want to learn, hit me up for a consultation. And of course, I am predominantly a spellcaster. And again, guys, if you do like the vids and the knowledge I'm sharing, share the vids. I think people need to hear this information and remember that we have access to this help. We have the birthright to it, okay? So I'm teaching you now in this one because that happens quite often. If people are casting a spell, especially if they're feeling sad, depressed, or hurt, or you're doing a thank you invocation, which means a spell is like with me, I'll cast a spell for you and I'll teach you the thank you invocation, right? So in other words, you interacting with entity or energy or both. So you're casting a spell, you're doing an invocation of an entity, or you're doing a thank you invocation, right? And you find yourself in a situation where you know the basics, like you're trying to uplift yourself, get to a higher vibration, because then the signal becomes clearer. We know that. And again, that's something I can teach you. You can truly access it, okay? But what I'm teaching in this video is when those times come, if you casting a spell, right, or interacting in any way with entity or energy, and you do start to cry, and you do have a breakdown, remember, the higher our frequency, that's why I even teach someone to force a smile, okay? And the clearer our intent, the clearer the signal to either receive the spell or to send the signal to entity and creation, okay? So if you're thinking the opposite is happening and you're thinking, oh shit, I'm crying, I'm feeling hot, so I'm missing this person, or I'm feeling longing and depressed, don't panic, okay? You are not cancelling your work, you're not cancelling the casting. You are just not feeding it at that time. So what I'm teaching you now is that if you're in that situation and you feel yourself just bursting out with tears, you can't take that fucking pain anymore and that weight, actually don't fight it. Let it rip. Let your body shake whatever it needs to do. Let it rip, okay? And once you've calmed down, you've composed yourself, don't even apologize to entity. Just catch your breath, calm down. Remember, you've merely just not fed the spell or the intent. All you do then, once you've caught your breath, you take a few really deep breaths. You know, if you need to clap your hands a few times in front of you, get your vibration up, bring it to your face, bring it to your chest, breathe, and then simply speak words in this fashion. And this is, whoever you work, and say Prince Citri, you're doing a love spell, or you're doing a thank you vocation for a love spell. So let's say Prince Citri. You say, Prince Citri, these emotions, these feelings, this weight, thank you. So in other words, you start to turn it into a thank you, which just becomes powerful now. Thank you for bringing this out of me. Thank you for releasing this from me. Thank you for taking it out of me and upon your shoulders now. I release it. Those are the words of power to use. And when you can, whether it's 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours later, right, you just relight the candle. So after that, thank you. You're going to snuff the candles out so it's like paused. You go back to your altar area, light the candles again, and this time, because you've already let it out now, you force that smile, you start your invocation again until you evoke entity, and you force a smile, and you start to work the spell again with as much joy and gratitude and thankfulness as possible. So it's not a loss, it's actually an unburdening that you can turn into a blessing by simply thanking entity for releasing that emotions from you and taking it upon themselves. And then, like I said, you come back a few minutes later, an hour later when you're ready, and you rework the spell invocation with that new sense of gratitude and that lightness that you feel now. So again, guys, if you need any of my help, services, teachings, hit me up. I got your back, okay? Be good or not.